Woo! Frosty this morning, cold, but maybe a good day to find some partridge on the back trails. We have to run out to Dad's and drop off a bracket. I ordered him a splitless duct, a mini splitless heat pump for air conditioning for his new house. Can't buy anything locally, guys. Dad doesn't use a computer. Never in his life. I don't think the old guy has ever pushed the button to turn a computer on in his life, let alone use one. So I was like, you know what, we're just going to do this. It's ordered. The bracket came in. We're going to run it out to his house. And I thought if we've got to go all the way out there anyway, we might as well throw the shotgun in the back. And I got some cameras on the seat over here. And I've also got a metal detector. So who knows what adventures we'll find. It's going to be a beautiful sunny fall day, so there should be colors. Gage is raring to go in the back. Let's just go for a little drive. So I've decided to do the back loop here behind Dad's, probably 20 kilometers worth of trails. Loops right back out to the highway. Should be some nice colors in here. And maybe some birds along the way. It's always a beautiful hour's drive anyway. Oh, I guess we can let Gage out for a run now. We're far enough back here. Gonna go for a run? Take that as a yes? Cool, leaves falling all over the place. There's one on the windshield here. I better get a picture of that before it falls off. Yeah, good enough parking job? I think so. That road right there is one of the better bird roads back here, so Gage and I are gonna walk it. Where'd you go? Yeah, we're gonna get out and walk. He may or may not have already just trotted about 3 kilometers down the road. I'll make sure he gets some good exercise. Also, down at the end of that road is a river, so he can get a drink, and I want to take a look across. It's good moose territory down there, so we're gonna leave the cameras here. We're just gonna grab the shotgun, and I don't know, it's maybe a 1.5 mile walk down to the river from here. See, we've put the truck in camo mode there. The birds aren't going to see us coming. Not a soul back here today. Just Gage and I. Middle of the week. Beautiful this time of year in here. And like I say, this road here is one of the better roads for birds. Lots of spruce along the side here, so we can get ruffed grouse or we can get spruce grouse. There's a moose track right there on the road. There's always moose down here. There's a raven in there somewhere. Forgot my hunting muffs at home, so I've got my metal detecting headset. that'll save my ear a little bit. Some of you guys who watch the channel for a long time know Gary has one bad ear, so I do everything I can to protect it, especially when I'm shooting guns. And it's probably from the first 30 years of my life shooting guns and working underground and everything else I did without hearing protection why I have bad ears. But I had surgery on one, and it's never been the same ever since, so I try to protect what hearing I have left on that side. Oh, it's a color up there in the higher elevations now. Spidey senses are tingling. There should be birds somewhere here. This road is fantastic. Just too many leaves on still right now. Easy for them to just hide, sit there, and not move, and we'll never see them. Look at the colors. It is beautiful. Lots of wolf sign on this road as well. So there's something that it ate. Probably a rabbit. Just the fur left. Yeah, seeing that fair amount of wolf sign here. I know guys are going to be, a lot of guys will shoot to kill, even if they don't have a wolf tag, which anybody can buy a wolf tag up here. $9 will get you 2 wolves. But it's a little bit of an uneducation going on there, right? If you are a biologist or you have any training on this, you know that it's a cyclical system. Predator and prey modeling. You can't have one without the other, and they both have to exist together to survive. And when one collapses, the other follows. So it's not like the wolves are going to take over and completely push the deer out of here forever, because the wolves have nothing to survive on, right? And they both have to be in the system in order for it to work. Predator and prey modeling is, you know, biology basics. And right now I have some of you guys out there wondering, well, Gary, if there's no wolves, the deer will be better off. No, they aren't, because then the deer become overpopulated and then disease takes over and wipes them out. So one way or another, they're going to get wiped out. The healthier way is through wolves and coyotes. Disease is not a good one you want because we're eating these animals, so I'd rather have the wolves here, keeping them in check. So just walking along here with the gun in one hand, and the phone is the only camera I've got on me right now. So I've been snapping a few pictures along the way, and even on the phone, as I'm taking them, I can see I'm not impressed. So the Samsung S23 here, Ultra, it is doing its own thing if you're just, you know, snapping photos and you're not in pro mode. And it is over sharpening them so bad, they look so terrible, guys. And then, so I realized, you know, halfway down this trail, I switched it to pro mode for the photos, which is basically takes a picture of what you see is what you get. It's not doing all of its built-in stuff. It's really oversaturating the colors, and it's really over sharpening the images. And it's a shame that they do that as the default setting. You know, they're trying to provide the best easiest user experience where it does everything for you, but it's doing a terrible job. Terrible. I'll show you guys with this scene right here in front of us. I'll take a photo in regular 16:9 mode and let the camera do its own adjustments to it, and then I'll take one in photo mode and I'll show you guys the difference. The camera is blowing out, it's just raising the levels, it's HDRing the crap out of the scene, and you're losing that nice dynamic light that's here, and then it's over sharpening it at the end. The last step is, to me, is the worst, is the sharpening. I guess the simple fix would be if they would just allow us to set Pro mode as our default. So every time I turn the phone on, I have to go in and select that from the menu. If they would just have that as, remember my last choice, I would consider the phone fixed. Because really, Pro mode does do what I want it to do. It's just you've got to go into the menus and select it every time you turn the phone on. We head into the beautiful pines here down at the river. We're almost at the river. Saw a bunch more moose tracks on the road in the last little water hole. So you never know, we might look out at the river down here and see a moose. You found the water, did you? Surprise. Look at this spot, guys. Absolutely beautiful. That water is full of speckled trout. And this is like moose heaven back here. Moose heaven, Gage heaven, same thing. Thought I saw something over here. White moose bones. It's a spine.